Hey everybody, so here's a review of the long-awaited MS-RA200 from Fusion. I'd been wanting to put a stereo in jacked off for a long time, but was really having a hard time finding one that I really thought represented kind of the new way of thinking in terms of digital music and the like, iPods and memory sticks. And most of the radios that I'd seen up to this point had really looked like they were left over from the 8-track car days. That's a little bit disparaging, I know, but yeah, that's kind of how they went. Fusion really, I think, has really become thought leaders in terms of how their radios play out. And the MS-RA200 is a very small radio. I put my hand up there, you can get a sense of how small this thing actually is. Much smaller than a DIN unit because it doesn't have a media slot in the front of it. Now, what I'm playing right now is FM source, and as you can see, it's got RDS capability and on this large backlit display. And one of the other neat things about the backlight is if I turn on my main cabin lights, you'll see that the display dims because it recognizes with the main lights on, that means it's probably dark out, and that's why it's tied there. So that's a kind of a neat little feature. But its real claim to fame, I suppose, is its Ipod integration. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate through my sources to show you what that's like. So I'm going to select go off FM. It also will monitor VHF channels. So you see monitoring 16 there. And here's the Ipod screen. And as you can see, it looks very similar to an early generation iPod. It shows the name of the song, the band, and who's playing. And this just happens to be one of the first songs on my iPod, which has about 27,000 songs. So let's say we wanted to hear something way down the iPod, something by, let's say, Thievery Corporation. So I'll show you what that's like to navigate on there. First, I'm going to select Menu, and I'm going to go down and say I want to listen to artists. And what it'll do is, because there's more than, I think, 200 artists, it goes into this letter mode where I select just the first letter of the artist, as opposed to having to go through all of them. Now I can go down and find Thievery Corporation, and let's say we want to listen to something off of, what would be a good one? Well, let's see, what should we do? Songs from the Thievery Hi-Fi, that sounds like a good one. And let's listen to... one. There we go. And so now it should go and dink around on the iPod, and here we go. Grabs the song. Turn up, and notice multiple zones. So both zones are being controlled right now. If I wanted to turn down the outside zone, what I could do is I could go here, select just the outside one, turn that off. So that's my cockpit speakers. Now I can turn up just this one here. And if I wanted to, I can set the relative volume. So you notice how they both go up together like that. So a nice feature there. And now we've got Thievery Corporation 1 playing. If I do want to pause it, I can pause. I can also mute. And I can skip songs here too, so I can go forward here, and this will go to a warning. So, very well thought out little unit. I'm very happy with waiting for it. It took a while for it to come, but that's just part of the deal, I suppose. And the other great thing about it is a 5-year warranty from Fusion. The thing's got an aluminum chassis. I know it's got conformal sealed circuit board, so this thing's going to last a while. Very reasonably priced. I think it's $170, something like that. So, great deal all the way around. So there you go, Fusion MS-RA200.